Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Our Work Future. I'm Sam.
And I'm Charles. Joining us now is Sergeant First Class Alexander Pember from the Phoenix Recruiting Battalion, Arizona. In our continued exploration of diverse career paths, Sergeant Pember offers a unique perspective on life in the Army. His experience sheds light on the myriad of skills and attributes essential for success in military service.
In this segment, Sergeant Pember will delve into the various roles within the Army, highlighting the benefits and the wide array of job opportunities it offers. At People Work, we're committed to showcasing a broad spectrum of career possibilities, and the insights from Sergeant Pember provide a valuable glimpse into the disciplined yet rewarding world of the Army.
Hello, my name is Sergeant First Class Pember, first name Alexander. I'm with the Phoenix Recruiting Battalion out of Arizona.
What's the number one technical skill that makes you successful at your job?
So the number one technical skill that makes me professional at my job is the Hazmat awareness, Hazmat operations. Just leading in those types of environment allows me to pursue different obstacles and overcome those obstacles with that technical background.
I wouldn't have guessed Hazmat, but that's good. Okay, interesting. See, I already learned something. Now, what would you describe as your best attribute that makes you successful in the Army?
So the best attribute, I could honestly say there's so many, but honestly the one that sticks out to me is going to be the risk taker. So over time I've developed that attribute throughout my career, just jumping in, diving in head first, to whatever problem that I see as a problem and just taking it head on, and overall improving my skills and approach to any situation.
I think a lot of people assume that if you're in the Army, it comes with calculated risk and courage in some way, shape, or form.
Definitely. I can definitely attest to that as well.
Okay. All right. So we know that the next generation has some preconceived notions of working for the military. They have preconceived notions about just war as a concept. So tell me about what are the number one preconceived notions about working in the Army?
So the number one that we get that is pretty much the top of the list is, if I join any military branch, specifically we're speaking on the Army, is that I'm going to go to war. That's not true. The conception is there, you have the possibility, but you do have the opportunity to choose a different route that doesn't lead to any sort of combat situation or anything like that, to improve your skills as a person, and then whenever you do transition back to the civilian lifestyle.
So what other branches of work besides direct combat roles can you think of for the Army?
So off the top of my head, we have individuals that work behind desks. So we have HR representatives, so human resources. We do have, cooks. We have, culinary specialists. We have photographers. We have various trade schools that are technical skills that you can pursue in the Army that you can do as like a normal civilian job that doesn't relate to specifically combat and more to the technical side of the house, to ensure that those combat individuals are prepared and ready to go fight whatever battle that we have in that time.
Well, Sergeant Pember, you just made me actually think of a different way to get our audience to understand maybe the value of starting their career or even transitioning their career to the Army. I don't know the details of that, and maybe that's something you can share in just a minute.
Okay.
But you actually just said there's so many different ways, HR, culinary, facilities, I know, like all of these jobs that you said it so eloquently about, just you can start in the Army and then you can move to civilian jobs. So what would be the benefits of starting in the Army versus starting in a civilian career?
So the number one benefits that I try and portray to everyone is the fact that, if you don't have the money to pay for, whether it's that career field that you want to pursue, the Army will provide that to you, both the career path, the experience, and then also a job opportunity once you decide to leave the military, whether it's them searching for a job for you based off the skills in which you pursued, or you making those connections and resources throughout while you're in your career path to pursue it in the civilian lifestyle.
When you decided, I don't know when you decided that the Army was your choice, but if you were going to go back and talk to your 16-year-old self and reflect on the decisions you made to work for the Army, Was it a good one?
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't make any changes to my lifestyle that I chose. From the time I was little, I knew I was either going to go into law enforcement or pursue the military specifically to follow my grandfather's footsteps, right? You know, Army had different lifestyle changes that I wasn't used to at that time, but I grew up in a very active lifestyle, whether it was sports or anything like that. So, you know, me going back to tell my 16-year-old, you know, go for it, you know, shoot for the stars, but you know, don't be afraid to fail. That'd probably be the biggest thing I would tell myself when I was 16.
Okay. And what other advice or information would you like to share about the Army or your success in it?
Information that I would like to share is, you know, go speak to a local recruiter, you know, understand what they have to benefit you. Don't always necessarily relate it to combat, non-combat, or anything like that. Allow the military to be your stepping stone to your career path that you want to pursue. And then once you identify that, allow them to provide those avenues of approach to get you to that goal in the long run. So that way you're successful when you do exit the military.
That's great. I think that's really wise advice. Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing information, real information.
Definitely.
From a real Army professional to our audience. I think it's going to be valuable. So thank you.
Thank you for your time.
We extend our heartfelt thanks to Sergeant First Class Alexander Pember for his insightful contribution to our series. His discussion on the diverse skills needed for success in the Army, along with the benefits and range of job options available, is invaluable for anyone considering a career in the military.
At People Work, we believe in presenting a wide array of career paths to our audience, and the Army certainly offers a unique and honorable route. Sergeant Pember's experiences and insights highlight the commitment, discipline, and diverse opportunities that define a career in the Army. Stay tuned for more interviews as we continue to explore the vast landscape of career opportunities.